Like, let's just do it.
Well,
like,
I saw her, and I was like, now is the time. I was like,
she's right there.
Ruby Rose was going up to her, and they looked like they were having a really lovely time.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, she's
you know,
so
Ruby
cool.
Rose
I was
is like we can go up to her. Fucking
I was
Ruby
like, look,
Rose
she
is
doesn't
going
have
up to
shoes
her.
on. Like, she's so badass. Let's go. Like, now is the time. So
and then their lines were forming.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that bad. There was nobody there.
Right. It was just her
and like her two kids.
Yeah, like kind of, but like doing their own thing. And then people were kind of around her, like waiting to say hi because she was kind of doing stuff. And then her photographer was there, and her photographer's super cool.
So cool. He knew who we were.
Yes.
He was like, oh my God, the horror icon.
Yeah, he was really, really nice. And he was the only one that I think had really been given permission to be inside and take photos inside. So now
was our moment, guys.
Now was our moment.
We were so excited. We were so nervous, but we were so excited.
So
and we went with the other girls.
I was like, if we all go together, we'll all go together. Heather, Amanda, Scout, and I, let's go together. Like, we'll all just do it. So power in numbers, right? So we're like, this is great. We can just knock it out. So we walked up, and one of the producers is there, and who we knew, and I was like, hey, oh, good, you're standing here with your, his wife and his kid, and I was like, great, maybe if we get introduced through one of the people that she already knows, it won't be so awkward and weird for us, if that producer could be like, hey, do you know Danielle Harris, Scout Compton, you know what I mean, like, whatever. And I was like, hey, you gotta introduce us, please, fucking introduce us. And he was like, and I was like, oh, he's got his wife and his daughter, maybe it's just like too much, like, here's 6 people that you don't know. So he took his picture. She was very welcoming and lovely with them, and took photos and left, and it's like, okay, now is our chance. But her back was to us, and I was like, oh shit, okay. So I went up to the photographer, and I said, hey, would you get a picture of all of us girls, of all of us? And that's when he was like, yeah, that would be epic. I was like, cool. So I think he had said something to her about, like, we're gonna do this, as she had turned, and then I was like, okay, now's my chance. And I went up, and she took out her hand, and she said, she just said, Jamie Lee Curtis, and she shook my hand, and I said, hi, I'm Danielle Harris. So I played, and she was just like, but like, what's going on? Spit it out. And I said, I played your daughter, Jamie, Laurie Strode's daughter, Jamie, in the older Halloween franchise. She goes, I don't remember exactly how it came out, but it was, I've never seen those movies. I don't watch those movies. And I was just, there was a moment where I thought, I've heard this about her, but I'm waiting for her to say, like, but I know, but honey, I know you. I haven't seen them, but I know you. Or, oh my God, I haven't seen them, but that's awesome. Or something, And she just said, I don't watch those movies. I've never seen those movies. I don't watch them. I don't know who you are. And I was just like, oh, okay. And that was really like, I was just sort of like a deer in headlights. I just didn't know how to continue the conversation, because when you're sort of like cut off, how do you then say, well, can I continue to tell you how awesome I think you are? It was just sort of like, I don't, okay, next, I'm sorry, I don't know you. It was like,
yeah, and I didn't know what.
You weren't here. You couldn't hear me.
I didn't know. I was kind of waiting for my after
your turn. Yeah.
And
I walked away and went over to the photographer dude. Like, I was just like, I don't know.
Well, and then that's when the photographer got us all together.
Yeah.
He, like, immediately after your encounter, he got us all together. And
wasn't she like, well, what are we doing, guy? What's going on? What are we doing?
Yeah,
to him.
Yeah, which I didn't know what had happened, so I was like, oh yeah, she's busy. She's got she's got so much to do. I get it. She's like taking so much photos with everybody. I was like, okay, I'll just talk to her after this photo, like really fast, just like tell her how much I love her and like thank you and like I played you and like it's such an honor to like be able to play Laurie Strode with you and whatever. So when we took that photo.
I was so far away.
You were so far away that the photographer was like, Danielle, scoot in.
Scoot in.
Because you were so far.
I was
now
just
I
frozen.
understand. I understand why you were so far.
I was frozen. I didn't know what had happened. And I just like got stuck in time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just was not, I mean, I was just sad and I didn't know what had happened. And I just kept feeling like she's going to say, I'm just kidding at any point. And it didn't happen. So you could see like I'm just sort of standing, just standing there. We took the picture and then I just walked away fast.
Yeah,
was like
you were
embarrassed.
Gone.
I was out.
You were gone.
And then I turned around and I saw you standing there waiting to talk to her. She was talking to somebody else. And you were waiting, and I was like, is she going to tap her on the shoulder? Oh, God. What is happening?
Save me.
I did. I was like, Scout.
Oh, I didn't. Well, I wanted to tell. I needed to talk. I was like, I need to like say how much you mean to me. And I'm not going to tell my story because I'm already getting emotional. And this is what I was like trying not to do because like in the last episode I cried. And oh my God. I'm such a crybaby. But yeah, it was equally as like...
Yeah, it's disappointing and...
yeah, it was just disappointing. It was like the same encounter, but me just saying that I played Laurie Strode. So, unfortunately, it wasn't the happy... We just left feeling very, very hurt. And thank goodness...
I just felt dumb.
I felt hurt. I was like... I like was swallowing tears so bad that like, you know, the first person I reached was Heather, and I kind of told her what happened. And she was like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. And I just like, it just was like, okay, I gotta swallow my tears. I'm not gonna cry to Heather right now at this after party while there's something. Oh no, our fire. This is epic.
There's a smoke alarm going off in my house right now.
Someone's cooking. What an ending. What an ending to this episode.
Oh my God.
It was the fire alarm. So yeah, so that was, sorry about this guys, but that was our...
Oh my God, amazing this is happening right
now. Oh my God. Is this a sign?
I think this might be a sign. So, this is the problem, guys. Like, it's, again, this is why we didn't want to say anything, because...
But we also
you
don't
need
want
to love her. Like, if you love her, you love her. She is the face of this franchise. As much as we like to be a part of this, you know, this is Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, you know, Laurie Strode, it's like she's why we're here. So it's very hard to be like, we're sad and disappointed. And
I think we're just shocked and hurt. And
she doesn't need to know who we are, you guys.
Yeah, no,
it's not about that. Fine. It's just, I guess I had just envisioned something so like that I will be able to tell my kids. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted a story that was like, I don't know. I didn't want this to be my story about for all these years I've said, I've never met her. I've never met her. And everyone's like, what? You've never met her? It's like, no, we've never met her. And then
and I didn't realize how much of an impact that woman has had in my life.
Yeah.
Until meeting her. And it was so sad.
Yeah.
And, you know, someone saying that they don't to shush you away or they don't know who you are and kind of not even care was just like, I mean, I still am emotional talking about it. So obviously
that's the thing. You don't need to know who we are. You can just say, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. And thank you for telling me that I'm, you know, an inspiration.
Like an inspiration and it's an honor. Yeah. So unfortunately, we were just like trying to figure out how to like put this into words,
because everyone's like, "Oh my God, tell me everything!"
Because
I'm so excited for you.
Because we were excited, and everybody's known how I've been wanting to meet her since I was like fucking 15 years old. You a lot younger. It's like
10.
It's crazy, you know, and
maybe we just got her on a bad day, Scout.
Yeah, maybe.
Everyone's allowed to have a bad day.
Everyone's allowed, to have a bad day. But we just can't lie about the experience. But unfortunately...
We were bummed, guys. Yeah. We tried so hard. We really wanted to tell her how much we loved her.
Well, we did. We did.
We started to. We could, kind of. We tried
to. Oh, man. Well, I just hope that nobody else has that sort of experience. And I hope that you guys will never have that experience with us.
Never.
For sure.
Never.
Never. Yeah, but I do understand being a human being and having a bad day and all of that stuff.
People have said that about us.
Understand.
You know what I mean? People say like, you seemed like you were irritated or you were whatever, and it's like, you know, you just don't know.
Yeah, but we just can't fucking lie to you guys right now.
Because you're gonna ask.
Yeah. So, and that's all we're gonna say of it. That's all we're gonna say.
That's all there was to it.
Yeah, that was it.
We were upset. We cried. Scout cried.
Thank God you were there. Thank God we were together.
God.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Could you imagine if that happened on the car? If we pushed our way onto the red carpet and that happened in front of everybody?
I would have
in front of photographers. It would have been captured on.
I am so glad that you went up first.
Oh, great, thanks.
Because if that photo would have happened after me, there would have been like tears just running down.
I would love to see the photos in the beginning that he was taking when I was 5 feet away.